where's that sausage gone? Just a quick video to review 3 different firing modes: Cannon Scatter Volley, Cannon Rapid Fire, and Surgical Strikes. I'm going to be using the Cardassian Departer Intel Escort simply because it has a Commander tactical Intel seat, so I'm able to basically use the same build for all of the runs on this, just to get a direct comparison of the results. We'll have a quick look at each of the firing modes next, and then on to some Japori advanced runs I've done to test the damage. Okay, the firing modes. Scatter Volley. It fires at 3 targets at a 90-degree angle. The shot damage is increased to 110% of the norm, but it does have a reduced accuracy rating of 30. Rapid fire. Weapons fire at 50% more shots per second, and the shot damage is increased by 120%. Surgical strikes. Weapons fire only half as frequently. The weapons do deal damage at 220% more. They've got increased accuracy rating of plus 32% and have a plus 32% critical chance. Surgical strikes should be an amazing firing mode, but spoiler, it's not. The lack of an extender trait such as Withering Barrage and Go for the Kill really hurts it. So let's have a quick look at the Japori advanced runs that I've done, and we'll then dig into it. Okay, so the results of the runs are in, and not surprisingly, Scatter Volley exceeded the damage of both Rapid Fire and Surgical Strikes. These were the results of the first runs I did, but subsequent runs were within a tolerance of plus or minus 2k DPS. Surgical Strikes is obviously really hit by the lack of extender trait, as shown by the damage done. Your results may be different to mine, depending on your piloting style, equipment, etc, etc. But let's have a quick look at the actual build I've used, just so we know what we're looking at. Okay, so I've tried to avoid using anything with any bonus clickies, because that could skew the results. So first of all, we've got the Terran Task Force Heavy Cannons. Got the Prolonged Engagement Dual Cannons from the Phoenix box. Got the Phaser Quad Cannons from the Sao Paulo and the legendary Defiant. Got a couple of Agony Dual Heavy Cannons. One of them needs to be re-rolled. We have the Colony Deflector, the Prevalent Innovated Impulse Engines, the Elite Fleet Warp Core for reduced weapon cost, Tilly Shield. We have the Biomolecular Phaser Turret from the 8472 rep. We have the Inhibiting Phaser Turret from the Gamma rep. Then the experimental weapon is the Alliance Hyper Cannon, because the damage is fairly consistent, so it's not going to skew the results. The devices got red matter capacitor and the subspace field modulator, but I don't actually use those in the runs. Binaural fusion circuit, tachyl kinetic converter. We've got the Ultimate Swarm processor and the assimilator module. Then we've got the Ordnance Accelerator. We've got that there for the two-piece with the turret. That gives us phaser damage. The two-piece gives us a further 10% phaser damage. It is only Cat 1, not Cat 2. Then we've got the Hydrodynamics Compensator, again for the two-piece with the turret. And with that we are going to get 7.5% bonus phaser damage, so Cat 2, which is always going to come in handy. Then we have 3 locators, an exploiter, and the Lorca's custom fire controls for the crit chance, weapon power setting, and shield pen. Okay, for buff seating, we have Chemosite 1. Won't get much help out of that because it's mainly energy weapons. We have Beskar Serve Cold 1, which is rubbish, so don't use it. We've got Intel Team 2 for a little bit of help with survivability. We've got Override Subsystem Safeties, which is why we've got engineering teams on here as well. We have Scatter Volley 3, but also using this station for the Rapid Fire 3 and the Surgical Strikes 3. We don't need to change anything else as far as stations, just so we get consistency across the board. Then we have Tactical Team 1, Distributed Targeting 2, Attack Baton Beta 2. We have Emergency Power 2 Engines, Engineering Team 2, Emergency Power 2 Weapons 3. We've got Tractor Beam 1 and Photonic Officer 1 for cooldown reduction. Onto the traits. So the personal space traits, we've got Adaptive Offense, Terran Targeting Systems, Boimlers, which is the main source of cooldown reduction on the build. We've got Inspirational Leader, Fragment of AI Tech, Innocuous, Intelligence Agent Attaché, Operative, superior cannon training, and context is for kings. For the starship traits, we've got Withering Barrage, which is the Scatter Volley extender. I haven't used any other trait for these surgical strikes. I've basically left that slot blank for that one. The extender for rapid fire is Go for the Kill, which I just find it. But that does require you to critically hit an opponent to trigger it. Then we've got Overpowered and Overgunned, Emergency Weapon Cycle, Strike from Shadows, and Terran Goodbye. Then we're using Tiles Duality, Precision, Magnified Firepower, Control Countermeasures, and Advanced Targeting Systems. The DOFs we're using on this build, got a couple of Energy Weapon Officer crit chance, a Energy Weapon Officer crit severity, Emergency Cone Hologram, Laertes just as a bit of a shield drain, and 42 or 47 who is the Tactical Intelligence Officer Specialist. This is just my normal skill tree. I haven't changed anything from what I'd normally use. Fairly tactical heavy. Specializations, Intel primary, strategies secondary. Okay, so I've cautiously named this video part 1. If I get enough likes, enough responses, then I may extend the series, the series of 1, to include beam weapons and the likes of exceed rated limits. So be sure to give me a like, subscribe if you wish. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and hopefully see you again soon.